Raiders, Raider Nation. My final thoughts for the final primetime game for the Las Vegas Raiders on Monday Night Football in primetime, where we haven't been able to score more than 10 fucking points a game on primetime. I was pumped up to watch Monday Night Football with our Raiders. I had that pre-game hype and hope. You know, I was like, yeah, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Then the game started. And I was hyped up even more. We took a lead. They tied it up. We took another lead with field goals. We turned the ball over a couple of times. Couldn't punch it in. But we got some fucking field goals to start the game, baby. Raiders had the lead at the end of the first quarter. 6-3. Then you know what's going to happen. First off, you're going to hit that thumbs up and that like and that subscribe button. You're going to become a member of the Raiders channel to help support your boy. And if you got some donations that you'd like to part ways with, I'd like to pay my rent. I need help. I'm struggling. I got donations down below, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. I'll hit you up, and I appreciate anything you can do and give. Help buy me some tacos, pay my bills. This is my job. I'm not doing good at it, but I'm doing my best. And if I entertain you or anything, you can show ways of supporting in a lot of different ways. Hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button, become a member of the channel, or donate if you can. I got merchandise as well below, and I thank you. So you know what happened? Raiders are going to Raiders. That's right. That's right. Raiders are going to Raiders. We all knew this was going to be a loss. I don't need to get into every gameplay, every ability. I mean, thank goodness Brock Bowers was getting targeted this week. We had Tom Brady at the game. We had Mark Davis and his hood rats at the game. You know, his dime store bitches that he pays when he goes to PF Change. You know, Santana's, whatever their names are, the OnlyFans bitches he makes love to with his bowl haircut. They were sitting in the sheet while he was on the floor simping like a bitch. Yeah. So the Raiders play zone on defense. And they leave it wide open for every single player. George Pickens was having his pickings at wherever he wanted to catch the ball. Then after he caught it, you think the Raiders would understand how to tackle after having Patrick Graham as our coach for more than 4 years now, and these young players being veterans like Jamal Adams. But, you know, they try to tackle George Pickens, and he just makes a quick little move, gets more yardage and more yardage and more catches, and George Pickens was having a field day. He was having his pickings with the Raiders defense. CeeDee Lamb as well. Fuck it. They were benched before the game. They were not allowed to go to the field during the national anthem. It was the coach's decision. The coach was mad at them, but he sure let them play. And they sure whooped our ass. And what's new? Well, the Raiders couldn't get shit done. Geno Smith was allowing sacks constantly. Well, it's because we got a bad O-line, Mikey Raider. We got to blame we got injuries. Jackson Parrish, shut the fuck up. There's a point where players get injured. Every team has injuries, even the winning teams. How come we don't got no depth? How come we don't got no players that will excel under pressure after an injury? How come we got no superstars that'll all of a sudden, where did he come from? How come we don't got those people? Huh? You got to blame Spytek. Got to blame Pete Carroll. He doesn't know how to motivate. He's a non-motivational coach. He's sleepy Joe Biden. Ain't nothing new. We're Raider Nation. We're all comfortably numb. But yeah, we had a little bit of excitement in the first quarter. The Raiders like to tease us. They like to grab our balls, make it seem like it's a game. And then Max Crosby was doing his damnedest getting turnovers, doing his damnedest, and nobody helps him out. Not a gosh damn soul on offense, especially. Nor defense in the backfield. That dude is a lonely star player on our team. But he's a Raider for life, and we love him. All right, let's talk about the Raiders team. Ashton Jeanty. Only averages 1.5 yards before contact. He gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage 82% of the time. Remember that, because we're going to talk about it in a minute. Now, I'm not going to get into all the game plays and the this and the that. Geno Smith was getting sacked. He was holding on to the ball too long. Players were dropping the ball. He was overthrowing, underthrowing. He was a scared bitch. A soft-ass scared bitch. Take the fucking hit. But we all know what Geno is. It ain't going to get better, and it'll probably get worse. He's playing his way onto the team. At least he finished the game. Now, just a couple of observations that are going to prove the idiocracy of the Raiders team. And I recommend you watch my live stream. Watch the whole thing. It's hilarious if you can. But the final 30 minutes of the play calls from the Raiders to end the game, you're going to be laughing your asses off, and you're going to be seeing Mikey Raider spitting fucking facts. Go watch that. I'm ranting and raving, and it's fucking fantastic. But I'll try to give it to you now, what I said during the live stream at the end. Again, I'm not going to get into stats, this, that. Geno threw for 200-something yards. I don't give a fuck. A loss is a loss, bitch. And we're the Raiders. We're supposed to be committed to excellence. We're supposed to be all about just winning, baby. But we're just showing up. The Raiders team was entirely frustrated going into halftime. You could see it in Max Crosby's face. The players were starting to give up on the field. I'm proud that they kind of continued to fight the rest of the game. But we all knew the minute the Cowgirls went up 10-6, the Raiders are never coming back. That was the final time the Raiders are going to have the lead. And I even said it in my live stream. Now, let's pick apart our coaches, the players, and what happened. I'm not going to get into every play, but there was a catch. The Cowgirls were on the, 7-yard line. It's probably 3rd down, 4th down, whatever it might have been. And the Raiders play zone coverage more so than anything. Now, whatever down it is, I do not care. They scored a touchdown with their tight end in the middle of the field. But watch that play. I'm the Raiders cornerback or safety or whatever. I'm in the end zone. It's 4th and 6. So they need to score a touchdown. They can't get a first down. So you know the ball's going to be thrown into the end zone. So the Raiders get in their zone pattern. I'm the Raiders cornerback or safety or whoever the motherfucker is. And then now imagine this, the end zone, the line. Dak Prescott's in front of me. And hike, I run to the back of the end zone when it's 4th and 6, and all they need to do is pass it way up there to get a touchdown. But I, on the Raiders defense, instead of crowding the line of scrimmage for the quick pass on 4th and 6, I go to the back of the end zone. Then I got a quarterback or a safety 7 yards that way in the back of the end zone. I got a cornerback or a safety or a linebacker to the right of me in the back of the end zone. We got the back of the end zone covered. Dak Prescott just throws the ball right in the middle to the tight end for a touchdown. Then I react. Oh, shit! Fuck! Any intelligent defensive player, whether it was a call from Patrick Graham or not, knows it's 4th and 6. The end zone's right there. You don't back up to the back of the end zone, regardless of your if in zone or not, and you crowd the line of scrimmage. So if he has to throw the ball anywhere, you guys are closer. Hopefully you can bat it down. But no. The Raiders go to the back of the end zone, give up this whole medium zone, and then he throws it. Then we react. Touchdown, Cowgirls. Okay. It's one of the idiot decisions by the players, the coaching staff, and all that. Players, the reaction time is ridiculous. They're idiots. Fucking idiots. I don't care if that's what the coach called. I don't give a fuck. You guard the line of scrimmage. The end zone. He might still catch it, but at least it's contested. Now, let's talk about somewhere in the game the score's like 31-6 or 9 or whatever the fucking score is. I do not know. Might have been 31-16 or something. I don't know. But, there was a punt or a kickoff return or whatever that could have ruined us. Now the ball's at the 2-yard line. Okay? Back in our end zone. Then we do a false start. We did many of those in the game. Now we're back at the 1-yard line. So Geno Smith is basically hiking the ball from the end zone. And Ashton Genty's there in the end zone. And it's like 2nd down now from the 1, or 1st down from the 1. I don't know. But you would think that they would throw the ball there to get out of their own end zone. But they're afraid of Geno Smith throwing a pick 6 to the left or to the right, or throwing a pick in the middle of the field. They don't want to give Geno the ball. From the 1-yard line, backed up into our own end zone. So they decide, whether it be Chip Kelly or whoever else, to do a run play to the running back that gets hit behind the line of scrimmage 82% of the fucking time. From the 1-yard line, we do a 5-yard behind the line of scrimmage handoff to Ashton Genty with the worst offensive line in the league. And he gets tackled behind the line of the scrimmage 80% of the time. And we hand the ball to him, and they get a safety. Is that intelligent decision-making? Huh? Is it? You're stupid if you think it was. You always got to hand your ball to the running back. Not Ashton Genty. Not with our offensive line. Yeah, Derrick Henry. Why don't they have a tush push for fucking Brock Bowers like Mark Andrews has in Baltimore? Because our fucking offensive coordinator's an idiot. So they get a safety because we hand the ball to the running back that gets hit 82% of the time in the backfield. They get a safety. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Now they take the lead 33-16. Now, I don't know what happened. I was ranting during the live stream. Then all of a sudden, the Raiders do some sort of a fucking 5-yard punt or kick. Then I was told that they were doing an onside kick. What the fuck? If that's true, explain it to me. Explain it to me. After a bad thing happened for a safety, kick the ball away, catch your fucking breath. I know, oh, we're still in the game. We're trying to steal a possession. Huh? Then on top of that, if it is an onside kick, what the fuck type of an onside kick was 5 yards up? Now Dallas gets the ball at the 30-something yard line. They're going to score again. Don't onside kicks have to hit the ground and bump? What the fuck is this decision making? We already lost the game. Pete Carroll, did you really think we could win the game at that point? Why are you going for an onside kick? We got nothing to lose. We got nothing to lose. Fuck! Kick the ball away. There's 7 minutes left. Catch your fucking breath. Continue fighting. We're not going to win the game, but get the ball out of that fucking end zone. And Pete Carroll at halftime, you were interviewed by Laura Rutledge, and she asked you, hey, how do you think the game's going so far or something? What do you think's wrong? You go, well, we got to play better. We got to play better. I didn't think we were, I'm actually surprised. I didn't think we were going to struggle this much. I'm really, really surprised we're struggling this much. Ha! You're the coach of the Raiders. We all knew we were going to suck. We all know we're struggling. And then every week you say Geno plays good after 5 interceptions. In this press conference or at the half times, you're like, oh, I didn't think we were going to struggle this much. I'm really surprised at that. Go fuck yourself, Pete. Huh? 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 Okay. So ranting again. So we got the ball back after a series or whatever happened. Now we've lost the game. Like 3 minutes left. It's 4th and 1. We're at the 20-yard line or the 10-yard line. We're at the 10-yard line in our end zone, not going to score in our own end zone again. We're at the 10-yard line. It's 4th and 1. Okay? And what do they do on 4th and 1? They go for a pass play to trick the Cowgirls on 4th and 1 from the 10-yard line. They picked a pass play on 4th and 1. Well, the other run from Ashton Jeanty didn't work in the end zone, so why is it going to work now? Let's pick a pass play. Let's pick a pass play. Let's pick a trick pass play on 4th and 1 from the 10-yard line. Get the first down. Get the first down. Prove you can get a fucking yard running. Put in a Brock Bowers tush push, like Mark Andrews does. Why is that not in your repertoire? Why are you not testing it at that situation on 4th and 1? The game's lost. No. On 4th and 1, you go for a trick pass play where Geno Smith, who's been getting sacked all fucking day, Ashton Jennings getting hit in the backfield, you do a trick pass play in RPO where you got to turn backwards, run 5 yards, fake, hand off the ball to Jeanty, and then turn around and try to find somebody for 1 motherfucking yard. So you got Geno Smith running 4 yards in the backfield, faking a handoff, which probably takes 2.5 seconds, to the quarterback that's getting sacked within 2 seconds to get 1 motherfucking yard. This is the most idiotic team I've ever seen in my life. Chip Kelly or somebody needs to get fucking fired. They won't, but they should, and I don't know who. Honestly, I want Patrick Graham gone. It ain't making it work. It's been 4 years. I want Chip Kelly gone. These decisions, I think he's working himself way out of a job. Okay? I want Geno Smith to be benched. just to prove something. But it ain't going to happen. But that decision-making that I just mentioned right now is the weakest and worst shit I've ever seen of idiotic play calls, not understanding the team, not understanding what they're doing, not having a grip on anything that's football related. To you, it might not mean that much that they went for a pass play on 4th and 1. But to me, with the end zone play call to Genty, and then the fake trick pass play on 4th and 1 from the 10-yard line, sums up the entire Raider coaching staff. They're all a bunch of fucking idiots. They're all fucking clueless. Fire everybody. It will not happen, but I think it should. Then just to make it even fucking worse, we get the ball back at the end of the game on the 5-yard line with 40 seconds left, and they kneel. We give up now. Earlier in the end zone, we didn't give up. We hand the ball to the most tackled running back in the league behind the line of scrimmage. We didn't give up then. It's 4th and 1. We're going for a big-ass trick pass play on 4th and 1 from the 10-yard line. We didn't give up then. But now, with 40 seconds left, why not try another trick play? See what the fuck happens. Add some fantasy football stats to a player or two. But we give up now. You gave up months ago. You gave up months ago, you fucking bitches. You fucking bitches. The toxicity of the Raiders and my fandom is at an all-time low. It's at an all-time low. I'm going to have to put this on par with the Josh McDaniels era. And we're only, 11 games in? Wow, how the mighty have fallen. Now we got the Cleveland Browns facing the Raiders next week. Shedeur Sanders is coming in. He's probably going to be their quarterback. And it's going to be a revenge game because he wanted to be drafted by the Raiders. There was rumors. Mark Davis told him, hey, maybe you're home already. When he hung out with Shedeur Sanders. Him and Geno Smith taking pictures together like they are a duo. Yeah, I'm the starter, you the backup. Yeah, taking all them little fancy pictures in Vegas, hyping up the crowd. Then we don't draft Shedeur Sanders. He goes to the Browns. Now we face the Browns next week. And Shedeur might be starting. It might be Dylan Gabriel, I don't know. But if it's Shedeur, here's what's going to happen. We all know the Raiders. We all know how this plays out. We're all comfortably numb. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody listening? Feel the Raiders. Feel the pain. We all suck every game. We will never win ever and ever until the curse is lifted. And we don't know what the curse is. And we're all comfortably numb. But we all know what's going to happen versus the Browns. Shedeur's going to get the start. He's going to have the game of his life. He's going to have a Raider victory, especially with that fucking defense against Geno Smith and our O-line. Woo! Shedeur Sanders will have the game of his life. He'll beat the Raiders in a revenge game, and he'll be yelling out, you should have fucking drafted me. You should have fucking drafted me. Because we all know what happens with the Raiders and how we let backup, third-string quarterbacks look against our team. We're going to turn Shedeur Sanders into a superstar quarterback next week if he plays. Nick Mullins, anybody? Baker Mayfield after 2 days of signing with the team? Was it Baker Mayfield? It was probably somebody else. I don't know. We all know the Raiders' history. I'm Mikey Raider. If I entertain you, hit that like, subscribe button. If you guys feel like donating, I'd appreciate it. I'm going to go get a pot roast. I made a pot roast earlier with some carrots, onions, potatoes, celery, and some seasoning. My pot roast actually has some fucking flavor, unlike our Raiders team. I I can't wait to watch the post-game press conferences and laugh my fucking ass off. Ha ha ha! We're a bunch of fucking clowns on this team. But I'm still ready for life. Hope this video finds you happy, healthy, and blessed. Stay blessed. Stay Raider. I was actually rooting for the Cowgirls at the end of that live stream. But hey! Gotta do what you gotta do. I love y'all. I'm out.